Martin Kruger joins us on What's Next, and Martin Kruger is the head of Middle East and Africa at Cricut. Martin, firstly, welcome to you, and it's great to have you with us.
Thank you, Aki, and it's a pleasure for joining.
Listen, it's cricket as in the normal cricket game, so I've been working on my pronunciation, but can you tell us about the cricket story? What is cricket? What do you guys do?
Thank you, Aki. I really love this question because I actually get excited every single time I have to share our amazing cricket story. The thing that really excites me the most is we're a company on a mission that really wants to help people lead more creative lives. And it's the first time that I have actually been part of an organization where you can see the direct impact your company's products has to everyday people in the market. People come to us daily, sharing their stories on social networks of how cricket has supported them in their daily lives or their mental well-being. And I think the biggest impact that I really love seeing in today's world is people are really using cricket machines to create an extra revenue stream for them, especially after they've been hit by a pandemic scenario, as an example. So we've seen many members that have been retrenched, as an example, and today they make a successful income stream from cricket, which is really, really cool to see how our company and our product is making a direct impact in people's lives. I think, there's a lot of things to consider when we look at cricket, but our little amazing company is what financial analysts call today as an hypergrowth company. When you are classified as hypergrowth, it's when you're growing at 40% CAGR every year on year, quarter on quarter, and you remain profitable. And that's really where we are today. The company started sometime last year. I don't know the exact date, to be honest with you, but it's a little scrapbooking shop in the United States. And it's actually really, as about 8 years ago, when a gentleman with the name Ashish Arora joined the company, ex-Logitech CEO, current CEO of Cricuts, that things have really turned around. As of early this year, our company went IPO, when we listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, and we're now a billion-dollar company and continuously growing at the rates mentioned before. So what we have done is, or we actually have already fast become a household brand in the US. And what the company then decided to do about 3 years ago was to go international. And as of about early this year, we decided to expand into the Middle East, Africa territories, which myself and Neil manage. Now, cricket is a brand new category. It doesn't exist in every single new international market that we go into. So we have the challenge with all of our distributors and partners to actually create this category. I think the easiest example, Aki, that I can give you is think of the journey that Fitbit took. US company became household in the US markets and they had to go international. But at the same time, they really had to create a category because nobody knew that they would be tracking their steps or daily heart rates on a daily basis. So they've actually created a category, and that's exactly the similar journey that we are on today. So Aki, you asked us what is Cricuts. I think ultimately the way Cricut likes to see ourselves is we're actually a platform company, whereby we have a cloud-based software, which is called Design Space, where all your dreams come alive, and you use your connected machines, like the couple of machines that you see behind me that will either cut, write, draw, or engrave whatever you've designed on the software. So our connected machines, really can do so many things. It cuts various materials ranging from vinyls, iron-on, fabric, acrylic, leather, and even basswood as an example, amongst other things, right? So some of our machines can actually cut up to 300 different types of materials, which I'm not going to go into more detail now. But I think what is really exciting, I think a lot of people always ask us about what is the process? Is it easy? Is it hard to use? The process is literally so easy. You log on to our Design Space software. You either choose one of the ready-made designs on there. We've got more than 200,000 images that you can already choose on there, or ready-made projects. And think of it as recipe. It'll tell you step by step what materials you need and step by step what you do. Or you could actually design your own software within the software, or upload your own images into the software. And then you literally click cut and the machine does the rest for you. I think a lot of people are... Yeah, sure. Okay.
No, I mean, I'm just looking at this, the machines. I'm so fascinated by it. If you can just turn around and just point to
Yeah.
some of the machines that you got there. I'm curious, like that green one that's behind you there, what does that do?
So, okay, this is one of the new models that we released recently. This is called the Cricut Air Explore, the Cricut Explore Free, and up there you get the Maker Free. So those are the two brand new machines out in the market. If you look at the back there, it's the Maker, the Maker Normal Maker Series, and the Maker Free. That's kind of what they refer to as the Rolls Royce within Cricuts. That machine can even engrave on itself, so engrave little dog tags, or whatever you want to engrave on acrylic as an example.
So you're basically an organization that's got all the creative stuff in the cloud, the software, and that software talks to the hardware that you've got behind you, and you can get really creative as a side business, as engraving stuff, cutting out decals and whatever. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm looking at all the other machines on your right-hand side in the corner there. I see you've got some other machines. What do those do?
So you've got the little baby one here. It's called the Cricut Joy.
Yes.
So that's the small one for people that really just want to do vinyl projects. If they want to maybe customize or personalize mugs as an example, or you would look at labeling in your home as an example. When you go into the kitchen, you want to label everything in the pantry, you'll use that. The Joy will even cut iron-on. I don't know if you can see my shirt.
Yes, I saw that.
Right? So you cut out the iron-on and then you iron on onto your own shirts, which is a mega trend in today's world in terms of customization and personalization. And the other machine to the far right is not available in South Africa yet, but it's a nice one to kind of show off. It's called the mug press. And you see the two mugs next to it. You literally just put the mug in there, wrap the infusible ink around it, and there you've got a permanent mug. It does not wash out, even in the dishwasher, which is really cool.
You know what? I'm blown away. I'm really blown away because I love that creative side that you talk about, and now I understand what you talk about. How you empower people, right? And all the businesses that you can start off doing a lot of these products. Now, we understand that Cricut's customer could be anybody, right? On one side, there are crafters who we talk about and who really run a business by using the Cricut products. And then on the other side, there's a wide audience that we customize, right? I look at those products and I think of really being very creative, designing your own stuff and whatever you would need in their daily life. So it's not necessarily be for a business, but somebody like myself in my home. If you look at my home, I'm looking around here. I like to have things labeled in my daily life, and maybe that's the Virgo in me. And I want to personalize gifts to friends when I give a birthday gift to somebody. How would you define Cricut's target audience? I mean, who do you suggest is your audience? Who uses your products?
I think that's a really cool question, by the way, because we look at our members, and I think I mentioned earlier on that we're kind of a household brand in the US, and that's our goal globally. So I would almost say anybody and everybody could be a Cricut member. A lot of people sometimes say to me, hey, look, Martin, I'm not creative. I can't even draw a stick, man. It doesn't matter. Cricut just allows you to dream. You can literally use our software like Google, and if you're into cars or something like that, or fishing, you want to make a fishing shirt for your fishing buddy, you just Google fishing in the software, and it'll bring up tons and tons of different designs for you to either cut out on iron-on or whatever you'll be doing. You want to cut out a little wood sculpture for the gift that you'll be making for the friend. The software and the machines literally make it so easy for you to do everything. Now, we have 3 different types of members, Aki, and typically this is their patterns of how they cut as well. So we look at some of our members, a third of our members buy Cricuts to make things which they admire and they use around the home. Like you said, you'll personalize some of the things around you. We have some of the ladies decorating their houses. Because you can actually cut large-scale vinyl and decorate the whole wall. If you've got a new baby room and you want to make a dinosaur theme, you don't need to get a large-scale interior decorator to come and do that for you at a big cost. You can do it yourself, literally with our machines, which is so cool. The second part of our members are people that like to give things away. And as part and parcel of what you said as well, you want to personalize and customize the next gift. It is probably one of the best gifts to receive, is something personalized with your own name or something towards your character, which is really cool. And then a third of our members actually make things to sell. They use Cricuts to sell as a business or start up a small business, which is really cool. I think there's other things that you can look at. Personalization and customization, like I mentioned, is a mega trend, but some examples of what people do, maybe I'll categorize it for you, Aki. So we have people using our machines to do things for celebrations. So they'll make party decor, or they'll make gifts for birthdays or Christmas, as an example, or even do things for weddings. We have so many people that literally do a whole wedding on their Cricut. So they
Cool.
even make the paper flowers, literally, that looks like real flowers out of paper, all cut by the Cricut machines. You have people doing home organizations, like I said, labeling the pantries or containers or things like you said. You really want to label everything around the home or in the garage, or even just customize the walls from a home decor perspective. We have people using it for cushions, pillows,
Right,
beds, toy
right.
boxes. There's so many different things. Fashion is huge. Like I just showed you my shirts. The things that people are doing, they are even customizing their shoes, their jeans, their caps. It's a whole new world. And we've actually had people start their own brands in this way, which is also really cool. Education, massive. Kids
Yeah.
use it for projects. Teachers absolutely loves our products to decorate their walls, and in small businesses. I'm not going to go into all of the details. I'll probably finish off with this from this question, but some of the professional industries that we've seen as an example are architects, Aki, where
Mm.
they literally would cut out using either basswood or different material to model their exact building that they have drawn, as an example, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So again, I think it's really perfect for personal and business use for all
Yeah,
ages, I think.
absolutely. Absolutely love it. I mean, listen, you mentioned earlier that Cricut's quite a new business, globally, recently launched in South Africa, but, you've got that longer history worldwide, but you've had an amazing interest here in South Africa. I mean, how long have you guys been here, and what's been the response here in South Africa? And what's your current strategy? What are your plans for Cricut in South Africa?
I think, Aki, it's really exciting to see how Cricut is growing super fast globally. If you kind of look online, next minute you'll see another country going online, and we kind of feel like the new phenomena. People really just fall in love with our products, and I think this is really the secret to our recipe is our marketing strength and our passionate members. 45% of our business is based on word of mouth, but what you'll find is our community is really, really passionate about Cricut. They want the company to succeed. They love what the company is doing, and they want all of their friends to be part of this amazing new thing, this new amazing community that's being established. So the response has really, really been phenomenal. And I think I mentioned earlier on that we do pride ourselves in marketing and in the way that we do marketing. It is kind of a unique approach in every single country, but you asked, what is our early successes, or from a South African perspective. I think there's two things that really helped us to get to where we are now. We launched in January, officially launched in January in South Africa, and where we are today is just growing at a phenomenal pace. We're probably one of the fastest growing Cricut countries globally, and it's purely, we can only kind of look at it back to two things. One thing is what we have in place is, we call it our Cricut crew. It's our ambassadors and influencers. Today, we've got about 200 ambassadors on the ground in South Africa that we've seeded machines, tools, and accessories, and we've really let them free to roam and create content and create exposure for the products, which has really been a big thing for us. So our
Yes.
ambassadors are also being used for training online, going into stores, and some of them are actually full-blown influencers, okay? So when they go in store, it also gives our members the opportunity, not only gives our members the opportunity to see the machines in action, but they also get to meet their favorite influencer, right? And
Mm.
the other second big part that's really been helping our marketing innovation is our community Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Cricut Family South Africa group on Facebook, I'll encourage everybody to do that. It's a really cool community for Cricut. Cricut members, non-Cricut members. If you're interested in Cricut, we find that a lot of our members in the funnel go and sit on the group and observe. They watch what other members are doing, what our ambassadors are doing, because everybody is supporting each other. They're sharing their ideas, their creations. And we kind of see that a lot where people say, hey, I don't know it can engrave. I'm going to go off and buy one right now. It's all of that happening on the group. There's weekly engagement competitions. But I think more importantly is the training and the support we provide on that group. Our
Okay.
ambassadors do weekly training, advanced levels, beginner levels, intermediate levels, and it's growing rapidly. We believe it started in February. Before the end of the year, it'll probably be about 10K members on that group,
Wow, that's
which is
impressive.
growing super fast. Okay, I don't know if you guys look. We measure ourselves obviously like all companies in different ways: revenue, membership, registered machines, and things like that. But one thing that we do keep an eye on is Google Trends. It's available to the public, but just to show you how quick we have grown or how strong or how popular we've become in the market, we've already caught up to the likes of Logitech and Dyson, other brands in South Africa, if you go to Google Trends versus population search reality. So it's a pretty fast growth that we've seen on Google Trends as well, just in South Africa alone.
Let's talk about some of your recent campaigns and the opportunities that Cricut is running for followers and where people can utilize and, you know, what they can see. And I mean, where do you buy these products, for example? I get the fact that you've got the influencers and you've got, you know, a lot of, you know, talk and discussions on Facebook. And I think that's very important, by the way, because, you know, people want to know about the product, they want to ask questions. But what are your campaigns that you're running? Where does somebody buy these products?
So, okay, I think that's a great question. In terms of timing, we're right in the middle of Black Friday. Well, our Black Friday deals in South Africa launched on Monday. When you look at the likes of P&A, Credible Connection, Take-A-Lot, Doodles Cafe, Indie Bay, and every shop are all running amazing Black Friday specials today. Just as an example, Little Baby Joy behind you is at 1,999 right now.
Which one is that? Show us which one that is, the Little Baby Joy?
The Little Baby Joy. The little one,
okay, yeah. That's 1,999, eh?
That's correct, sir. So here's the Little Joy. Opens
cool.
up like that, and then your knife blade is in there. It's obviously Bluetooth. It connects to the mobile app as well, or tablets or your PC. So it's very mobile and robust, and pretty much everybody in the country can use it. So that's the starting point, and it's literally the best deals that we've had the whole year. So, and it's selling out super fast. But more importantly, I think your question was as well to where can members go and see these machines, or where can they actually try it out. So we recently launched with Incredible Connection and P&A in store. We've set up nice POS displays, and we have our ambassadors and influencers going into those stores every other weekend. They'll publish on the group when they'll be at a certain store where the actual members can go in and see the machine in live demonstration. But they are in store for all of our members to go there right now.
That's amazing. So, and obviously, can you buy the stuff online as well?
You can. It's all based on whatever is online available. I think currently Incredible Connection offers it online. Take-A-Lot, Doodles, Every Shop, Loot. There's a couple of our online customers as well.
Now, you mentioned the communities that you've got, the Cricut communities, the ones that you got on Facebook, etc. I mean, do you have them on other platforms like Instagram? And I imagine that visually there's lots of other communities available out there.
I think totally. I think if you look at Cricuts, and that's why it's so unique from a marketing perspective, we're on every single platform that you can imagine. From a social perspective, but what really is amazing is we have more than 5 million members globally, and all of them are creating content.
Wow.
And all of them are sharing their content. And not all of them are ambassadors or influencers, but that's one thing that we have found out from our members. They take pride in what they create. Even if I've made something, I kind of feel cool about it. Like there's a sense of accomplishment that, hey, I've made this, and I go and share it online. So it's not just our ambassadors and influencers advocating for us and creating quality content. It's actually all of our members, which is really unique. But saying all of that, I think one of our best sources or platforms is our official YouTube channels. You can literally find anything and everything you need to know about Cricut on there. We have ambassador and influencer content on there, how-to special projects. We even have famous actress Zoe Deschanel also creating a couple of videos on there. She loves her Cricut. She's constantly creating videos and then obviously creating things with her cricket, which is really cool to see as well. But Facebook, Instagram, even on TikTok, we kind of all over the place. Yeah?
And I love that. I love
YouTube is our
YouTube.
most relevant
No, I
platform.
love YouTube, and I guess it's one of those things that you share your designs, right? So once you're in groups and people, if I've got a specific design, I can upload it and share what I've just done, and people can use it, which is it's fantastic. And 5 million people—that's a lot of people. I mean, when you look at this, when you look at Cricut, and you've got all these crafters and all of these people creating stuff. How is Cricut different from other competitive cutting machines on the market now? I'm not aware of too many other brands and such a wide range as what I've seen behind you there. What can Cricut offer me to take my crafting, for example, to the next level?
Okay, that is a good question. I think there's a couple of things that really makes Cricut stand out. In all markets that we go to, we do have competitors, but Cricut is by far the biggest cutting machine company in the world. But we're not even focused on it. We're focused on what we can do and what we want to do and achieve in the long run. But there are a couple of clear standouts, and I would say the two biggest things right now is local support and availability and range. When I speak about local support and availability, we've got local feet on the ground. As an example, I am in South Africa. We've just appointed Idolon Cool, which is our METAR marketing manager. We have 200 ambassadors on the ground as well supporting Cricuts. And then we've got active and engaging community groups that doesn't just offer support, but also offers training, fun, and inspiration, which not many of our competitors do. And then our products are widely available in South Africa. We in the wide range of networks in terms of retail footprints across the whole South Africa or nationwide, as an example. And then the range, Cricuts by far has the biggest range when it comes to not just machines, but also the consumables, the accessories, and the tools. And we offer local support in every single country that we go to, which is important. I don't think any other brand gets close to us in that regard.
Martin, I mean, you mentioned earlier that you can start your own business with these machines. And I'm looking at some of them behind you. They look quite hardy. They look like they can produce volume. I mean, can people really make money with Cricut? And how do you see it playing a role in like self-employment and advancement to crafters into business savvy individuals? Are the tools, the Cricut tools and machines, are they heavy duty? Can you produce enough volume to sustain a reasonable income? Is what I guess I'm asking.
I think we get that question quite often, Aki. I think the short answer is absolutely yes. With Cricut, you can, but you got to keep in mind a couple of things, right? So we've got 5 million members, like I mentioned, globally, growing super, super fast, and a third of them actually use their machines for a small business, small to medium business. Are you going to become a multi-millionaire? Can you run these machines 24/7 in industrial environments? It's probably not recommended, or it's not going to go that way. But can you provide yourself a self-sustainable income as a small business? Absolutely, yes. We have so many success stories globally in that regard that we see on a daily basis. I think the best advice I can give everybody today, I think it's like no other world, right? It's going to be tough. You're going to have to be dedicated. You're going to have to put in the long, hard work. You're going to have competition. And in the end of the day, you got to find your niche and offer something unique and a value that nobody does. So it's also going to really rely on the individual. Cricut really does give you the tools to do that, but the individual is the one that's going to have to take it further. But like I've said, we've seen amazing success stories. So I don't think that it stops anybody. And it does excite me, by the way, especially in South Africa, when we look at our unemployment rates and things like that. I
Yes.
think Cricut is making an impact, and we have started seeing an impact already in most of these economies.
And I guess Martin as well. I mean, this is a personalized service. So you're producing something very unique that you're not going to get produced en masse, and you can really create those designs that nobody else will see. And I think that's for me, is what I see as a differentiator. If you're creating something really unique that you're going to sell out in your channels, and advertise them on places like Facebook and that sort of thing. So you are creating something very, very unique and artistic. And I guess what I'm hearing from you is that you really have a lot of flexibility to be able to do that and create, because you provide the tools, not only the hardware that produces the stuff, but the actual software that's sitting in the cloud that you're able to access and start producing these amazing things. It's Cricuts, it's Cricut. Where do people get more information?
Well, there's a couple of areas. Obviously, Cricut.com is one of the best places to go to. I absolutely encourage all of our members to join the Cricut Family South Africa Facebook group. And then there's a Cricut_Mia page on Instagram. That's also very popular in our region. And then the Cricut official YouTube channel. There's so many more for sources, but I'll kind of highlight those four again.
Yeah, and Facebook as well. Go and engage on Facebook. And I guess ask people what is the equipment like? What do you recommend? Because it looks behind me like you got lots of interesting things. And I'm as you were talking, I'm thinking to myself, which one of those items behind Martin am I going to try out? And because I'm one of those people who loves to create as well, so I'm looking forward to exploring and discovering more about Cricut, because I love success stories like this. A company that's just been launched just over a year ago, and really globally doing so well. So good luck and thank you for joining us. Martin Kruger is the head of Middle East and Africa at Cricut, spelled Cricut, but pronounced as in Cricut, right? Martin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Aki. Really enjoyed it.